All right. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this fourth session on top non-IIM B-Schools of India. So today we are going to compare between SIBM Pune and Shailesh J. Mehta School of Management, IIT Bombay. Right. So whatever query, whatever doubts you have, please type it out in the chat section, and during the course of this presentation, I will take care of all your queries, right? So let's start with SIBM Pune, the Symbiosis Institute of Business Management. So the college as such is a part of Symbiosis International University, which is now a deemed university. And a deemed university for us is typically as good as a university. Okay, so basically university, deemed university, yes, these are some technical terms which are taken care of by the University Grant Commission of India. But a deemed university also means that they are fully empowered to give any degree, and they are officially, you can say, approved by the relevant authorities of Government of India, which typically is University Grant Commission. Okay, so under Symbiosis International University, the Symbiosis Institute of Business Management is attached, which is a part of it, and it was established in 1978. So very soon, if you guys join in, let's say 2026, so by the time you graduate from this college, it will complete its 50 years. Symbiosis is consistently ranked among the top B schools of the country, among the non-IIMs, as we said, as well, and that is why we are talking about this college today. So they are among the as per NIF rating, as well as the rating of QS Star University and all other different ratings. The college and the university have been awarded as a good rating. So let's go deeper into the details. So SIBM typically offers 4 type of programs. One is MBA full-time, about which we are going to talk in detail. One is MBA in Innovation and Entrepreneurship, Executive, which is evening time MBA, and Global Program in Enterprise Risk Management, which they provide along with the basically the Institute of Risk Management along with them. So the 2-year MBA program is the flagship course, and they offer specializations into marketing, human resource management, finance, operations, supply chain management, and data analytics. So basically, just like most of the top B schools, this is not a program which has got specialization right from the word go. Okay, so especially for the first year, all the courses, all the topics which you will study will be same for all. And then basis the relevant electives which you take, you will get a specialization. Okay, please understand there are few colleges which do not officially give you any specialization. Like IIM Ahmedabad, there is no official specialization there. Yes, you can have elective from any of the specializations. You might call yourself that, okay, I'm a marketing MBA, but neither on degree nor on mark sheet it will be mentioned that you did your MBA in so and so subject. Yes, your mark sheet can show the subjects which you have taken. Yeah, if you take institute like MDI, they do not mention it on the degree, but they do mention it on the mark sheet. Whereas Symbiosis basically offers the specialization, and it is mentioned in your degree as well as mark sheet, right? But it is obviously decided basis your electives. So we have already talked about these electives, and so irrespective of the elective you are looking for, SIBM stands to be a great college there. So the eligibility criteria, just like we can say many other institutes, they also want minimum 50% marks in your graduation subject. So you should either be in your final year of graduation, or you should have done your graduation with 50% marks or equivalent grade if you are from general category. If you are from reserved category like scheduled caste or scheduled tribe, it should be 45%. For OBC candidates, there is as such no separate reservation, because Symbiosis per se is a private college, and hence they have their own rulings accordingly, right? So for Symbiosis, the first thing you need to do is apply for SNAP, the Symbiosis National Aptitude Test. Now this test every year happens 3 times, and you are free to give it 3 times. They will take your best percentile, not the score. They'll take the best of the 3 percentiles and consider that. All the Symbiosis colleges will consider your best of the 3. Okay, but do remember one thing, all these 3 tests happens in December month only. Okay, so one on one weekend, the other on the next weekend, the third on the next weekend. They can happen on Saturday or Sunday. It's not necessarily on Sunday. Okay, so like this year they are starting from 6th December. In addition to SNAP, you have to separately apply for each individual institute, which includes SIBM Pune as well. Okay, you'll have to apply individually here, register individually here. And one thing is very clear, all the documents, including your admit card, you'll have to preserve it till the time your admission final process is done. Till the time you have got a final admission, you have joined in the college. Please understand all the documents, and SNAP Symbiosis has been good enough to mention this in their website. But I can tell you this for all the colleges, whatever documents you get, whether these are your admit cards, whether these are your score cards, whether these are your call letters for interview, please preserve email or hard copies, whatever mode you are getting, at least till the time you have entered the college physically and done all the paperwork to join the college. Okay, because any document can be required anytime, whether be it your category certificates, for OBC NC students, the income certificates, all the documents. Okay. So once you are shortlisted based on SNAP scores, you will be called for an online process. Symbiosis institutes will not call you at any other location except for the SNAP test. You don't need to go anywhere. The process, which is a group exercise and personal interview, will happen online only. Okay, and before the interview, online only, they will ask you to get your letters to be checked, your documents to be checked. Okay, which might include your graduation scorecards, which might include your 10-12 mark sheets, as well as your category certificates. So even during your GEPI exercise, which typically begins from February, first week onwards, be ready with all your paper. All your papers, you should be ready at that time only. Okay. And again, SIBM, which happens to be a very old university, they have to typically mention it that individual regret letters will not be sent to the students. Okay, so from start to end, except for the SNAP test, of course, which you will be giving at some other center, everything will be online. Okay, but yes, once you get a final admit in the college, you will have to join in offline only. So they have around 240 seats, and 15% seats are reserved for scheduled caste, 7.5% for scheduled tribe, 3% with persons with disability. These reservations are as per central government norms. Okay, so if you are in a scheduled caste as per Maharashtra government, because SIBM Pune comes in Maharashtra, but not as per central government, you will not get scheduled caste status for SIBM Pune. Okay, so keep that in mind. This is as per central government. So it will be better for you to get the documents, the category certificates prepared as per central government formats. Okay, which even CAT asks for. So most of you will obviously be having that. They will do. It's not that you need in some other format, but make sure they are as per the central government applicability, especially for Symbiosis institutes. All the Symbiosis institutes, not only SIBM. Okay. Over and above this, there is a what we call as a horizontal and vertical reservations. If you see, there is a reservation for Kashmiri migrant and international students as well. Now, these students, these seats, if not filled, will go to the relevant categories only. Okay, they are somebody who will be given preference in case they apply. In case they don't apply, these seats will be filled by the relevant categories, maybe with the general category or scheduled caste and scheduled tribe as well. So yes, few international students do apply, but not many. And Kashmiri migrants, yes, they do. So this is the current year fee structure. And let us understand this fee structure a bit into details. Okay. So academic fee is semester wise, you can see, is nearly 6,22,500 rupees. So typically this comes to around 25 lakh rupees. Okay. So it's basically 24 lakhs 90,000, but it's as good as 25 lakh academic fees. This is your tuition fee. Then there is a 20,000 rupees refundable deposit, which is more like a caution money. There is a hostel deposit as well, 20,000. Now, hostel fees is annual 1,43,000 for current batch 25-27. They have not mentioned it. What will they be charging second year? It might increase. Okay, this is not a fixed fee. This fee might increase next year. And we have seen it historically that usually in second year, it is a bit higher than what it was in the first year. Okay, it can be 1,45,000 or something as well. It can be around 150 as well. We don't know. But typically, it has been a little bit higher than this. Same goes for mess fee, which is 52,000 for semester. The hostel fee is for 1 year, whereas semester the mess fee is for semester 52,000, right? So 2,08,000 nearly your mess fee, hostel fee nearly 3 lakh rupees. So this adds up to nearly 30 lakh plus a bit over 30 lakh for the total fees. And if you add this 40,000 refundable deposit, you can say around 31 lakh is the fees. This is for the current batch. Okay, it can increase once you join in the college. So currently this is the fees what it is. Okay, and you can also see the dates and timelines for these fees to be paid. So they are typically to be paid in June. The admissions, I think this year started from 4th or 5th June. The reporting was 4th June, if I'm not wrong, and 5th June onwards classes started. So basically this fee was to be paid around a week or 10 days before it, so as to confirm your admission. Okay, so in case you go through Symbiosis, take this into mind that around 10 lakh, because I'm increasing it a bit for next year. So around 9 to 10 lakh you will have to pay during your admission process only. Okay, there is an option if you don't need hostel and mess as well. Even that option is there. Okay, but not recommended, because these programs are residential programs and you learn a good amount along with your peers. You need to do a lot of projects with your peers, so that is not usually recommended. But still, if you are a Pune based student and you think you can do without hostel, yes, this fees will not be charged to you. So this is the 22-24 batch profile, because this was the latest given on the website. And I don't want to go to anything outside the, you can say, the official channels, right? So basically 65% of students came from science and engineering background. So this is not only engineering. So even if you are a BSc or any other allied science, they have counted in science, even if you are from medical profession or anything. 29% people from BCom, BMS, BBA, so on and so forth. Okay, and current batch 25-27, as per what I've talked to one of our students who is there currently, the management and commerce is nearly 40% as per him, right? Arts 5% and 1% is others. Okay, in terms of the experience, if we see less than 12 months experience is nearly 50% of the batch. So 39% with 0 months of experience, 1 to 12 months, nearly 10%, 12 to 24, 25%, 18% with 25 to 36, and 8% 36 plus. So around 50% batch is less than 1 year experience. Okay. Whereas the average work experience is around 15.36 months. One good thing Symbiosis is 40% female, 60% males, which I think is a decent ratio compared to many other colleges. Okay. So in terms of work ex, around 34% students came from IT or consulting, 16% from engineering and manufacturing related services. Now these 16% professional services is very interesting because these are mostly CA, CS, ICWA students, mostly, not all, right? So this is one interesting statistics I must say for SIBM. In terms of placement, so highest CTC for this batch was 53 lakh per annum, whereas average CTC comes to around 28.83. But the right figure to see is the median CTC, which is around 26 lakh per annum, right? So considering the it being a top college in SNAP, and considering that this is not through CAT, I think this is a very good CTC to go through. Okay. In terms of the average CTCs as per the gender, which is a very good metrics which college has given, if you see, females get better figures than males, which is I'll say something which obviously many of us will like to see, because though it's not very different, but still it's good to see that females getting better than males. Okay, 98 pre-placement offers. So around 250 students, as we have seen, 98 students getting pre-placement offer means around 40% of the batch getting placed during their summer internships, which is a very good sign, which means the quality of students in this college is brilliant. Okay. And top 50%, as you can see, got around 32.94 as the average CTC, which is again a very good figure. So these are the top participating companies in the college, and 22-24 batch. Okay, so this all these figures are for 22-24 batch, because that is what the college has given as per their latest placement reports. So I can see some of the good old Indian companies like Tata Steel here. I can see the new you can say Gen Z related companies like PhonePe, Zomato here. I can see again global companies like P&G, Panasonic as well. Okay, Cipla, Castrol, one of a very good Indian companies, very old Indian companies. I can even see the banks here, both Indian as well as foreign banks. Okay, so these are some very good companies which visit them, and it's very heartening to see also that if you can see here, around 56 companies are legacy recruiters, means they have been recruiting from SIBM students over the years. So coming to finance per se, Symbiosis happens to be perhaps the only college to literally give a breakup specialization wise in terms of the companies and average CTC. So finance, the average CTC is around 25 lakh for this batch, and we can see that there are a good number of firms which hired students from finance. So I can see companies like Accenture here. I can see companies like Axis Bank, again Cipla, Exide, Indigo. So some of the top companies from global and Indian names are there. So we have Tata Power. We again have Panasonic hiring in finance. We have Entity Data, right? And most of these students, they are being offered credit risk management, financial analytics, investment banking, wealth management, and project and product management in terms of financial profiles. In terms of human resource, so again, we see some very good names, and we see the average package is higher than finance, and it is nearly 27.83 lakh per annum. So, and we again see some very good names like Indigo, and we see Capgemini here, right? So HR, as per the different profiles of HR goes, the MBA in HR, typically the general management, which is a very good profile, I'll say, for HR specialist. And it's a myth that HR is only for HR. The HR guys can actually work in various fields, right? So, which shows here they are business partner. Yes, HR, the business HR is a very booming field today, wherein the HR guys also have a very good knowledge about business. And who's better than MBAs to help handle it? So, recruitment, leads, and consultant. Marketing, now they are among the best average CTC, so more than 30 lakhs per annum. So consultant, consumer marketing, product management, product specialist, sales, and obviously the general management, right? And you see a big names of companies out here. So I can see some of the good banks here: HSBC, ICICI, IDBI. So basically, IDBI is a more like a PSU bank, though they are technically owned by LIC nowadays. We have a private bank like ICICI, and we have an international bank like HSBC. Right. So the spread is very nice overall. We see good old Indian companies like Pidilite, the maker of Fevicol. We see again Panasonic, PhonePe. Here we see V here, the Vodafone Idea, Amazon, Abbott, Accenture. So there are some very good companies out there. Operations, the average CTC is 27 lakhs per annum. The spread of companies is very nice here. There are banks, there are consumer durable companies like Eureka Forbes. There is PwC here, a consulting firm, Accenture is here, Barclays Bank is here, Capgemini is here. So all the good profiles of operations are being given to the students from SIBM Pune. So overall, it's a very good college, we can see, and in terms of package, in terms of everything. So for the students who are especially targeting SIBM Pune, do understand that it is through SNAP, and SNAP happens 3 times in December only, usually in the month of December, over 3 weekends, and they consider the best out of the 3. So go for it, do give your best, and if you need SIBM Pune, you need to get the top percentiles in SNAP. Okay. So next we are going to talk about Shailesh J. Mehta School of Management, which is under Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay. So SJMSOM, as it is known as. So it is in Mumbai. Please understand the name of the college or the institute is Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay. Okay, the city name is Mumbai now. Okay, the name of city changed in 90s from Bombay to Mumbai, but the university or the institute's name is still IIT Bombay. Okay, so this college per se was founded in 1995, and in year 2000 it was named as SJ Mehta School of Management. Okay, and they are under IIT Bombay only. So this is about Dr. Shailesh J. Mehta, who is a BTech in Mechanical Engineering, 1971 batch, long back, from IIT Bombay only. And he happens to be the one of the founding team person of First Deposit Corporation, which eventually turned into Providian. And it's a very big company today, you can say, in US. And he is the chairman of the board and CEO of Providian Financial Corporation. Okay, it's a $30 billion company in terms of assets, and it's a Fortune 500 company. So Dr. Mehta was actually, he has done various things into various, you can say, philanthropic activities. And basis that, he has given a lot of grant to his alma mater, to his college. And that is why the college eventually decided to, the university or you can say the institute, IIT, decided to name the college on their proud alumni name, who has given them so much funds to run the college. Okay. So SJMSOM gives MBA, which we'll be talking about in detail. They also give PhD. Now they also give IDDDP, which is Interdisciplinary Dual Degree Program. Now this program is only for the engineers. The students who clear IIT JEE and come there, they can also have electives in management courses. Okay, and this is where actually IIT Bombay differs from many IITs, though a good number of IITs are nowadays offering courses in management related and economics subjects as well. In fact, but at IIT Bombay, again, IIT Bombay is one of the top IITs, not one of the, it is the top IITs. As per data, around 190 plus students of the top 200 rankers in IIT JEE joined IIT Bombay this year. So you can say it is the top IIT, but they, along with SJMSOM, they offer this program. So there are management development programs, MDP, which are short-term programs for working executives, maybe a week program or a 2-week program and so on. And they also give joint EMBA program, which we will not discuss as such today. So this MBA basically, again, focuses on finance, accounting, operations, HR, and of course, marketing, which I think I missed here to mention, right? And being under a technical institute, at least till around last year, they were offering MBA courses only to students with at least 4 years of education post class 12th, right? So either you need to be having a 4-year degree that was mainly engineering or let's say medical education or something, or a professional certification like CA, CS, ICWA. But from the current batch onwards, the 27 batch onwards, now they are offering it to 3-year graduation degree people as well. Previously, they had to do maybe a post-graduation or a first year of post-graduation to be eligible. Typically, 4-year education post 12th was required if you do not have a professional degree like CACS or ICWA. But now that issue is not there. So even a BCom student with 3-year degree can easily apply for the MBA course at IIT Bombay. Yeah. So again, here the eligibility criteria is 60% marks. 60%, okay, not 50% like many other colleges. Please understand that minimum 60% marks. And if there is a CPI, cumulative point index, in your college, then it has to be 6.5 out of 10. Okay, final year students can also apply, but provided they have minimum 60% marks aggregate level till date in whatever exams result is known. Okay, this is aggregate. This is not final year, pre-final year or something. Please understand that this is your degree average, your degree aggregate. So wherever it is grade point average, it has to be degree grade point average, right? In case of candidates who belong to SC, ST or physically people with disability, the handicap category, for them it is 55% marks or a CPI of 6 out of 10. Okay. And you should have a valid CAT score. Please understand, admissions are only through CAT. Okay. So 26-28 will be in 2 batches, 2 phases, sorry. The first phase is based on your performance in CAT, you will be called for personal interview. Now here, the IIT Bombay, I'll go into details in maybe next slide. But please be aware, they will be giving weightage to your CAT performance, your academics, which is 10-12 graduation, your work experience, right? In case of your first phase, which is for the shortlisting for interview. The second phase will have a composite score from your CAT, your academics, work ex, and your PI. Okay. Now let's talk about the intake. The intake is nearly 250 students, but it can go a bit up and down depending on how many students confirm for the admissions. The reservation rules, again, central government. It's a central government institute. All IITs are central government institutes. Okay, so central government reservation rules will apply to all IITs, whether you want to go to VGSOM, IIT Kharagpur, or you want to go to IIT Delhi School of Management, or the IIT Bombay one, right? The program fees, this is only your academic fees, which is 15,15,500 for 2 years. Okay, if you come from scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, or PWD category, it will be nearly half of this. Okay, slightly less than half. This does not include hostel and mess fee, which will be nearly 2 lakh for 2 years. and admission fee of 10,500 rupees. So in addition to this 15 lakh 15,000, if I take consider as for general category, nearly 2 lakh rupees of hostel and mess fee will be there. Again, this is an approximate amount because they have right now given only for the first year. Plus an admission fee will be there. So total you can say around 17 lakh 50,000 will be the total fee, including hostel, mess, and your let's say your tuition fee, everything. Now, going back to the selection criteria. So for the first shortlisting for interview, you will have a weightage of 75% from CAT, overall scaled score. Okay. So 75% weightage is to your CAT score. And that is why when we tell many students, don't focus on your profile because you cannot change anything. Yes, if you are in final year of graduation, of course you can maybe work hard for your final marks. But once you have applied for CAT, once you're a few months before CAT, you can't do much. So it's better to focus on CAT because that has maximum weightage in all the colleges. Means minimum weightage any college gives to CAT is 65%. Okay, and maximum is many of them give 100% as well. Right? So IIT Bombay, SJMSOM gives 75% weightage to your CAT score. 5% weightage is given to your 12th marks and 10% to your UG marks. Now, in terms of 12th marks, they have very clearly mentioned on their website. For the sake of, you can say, timing and other thing, I have not put in detail here. But if you get less than 65%, it will be 0. Between 65 to 75, you will get 1 mark, so on and so forth, right? So above 90, I think above 90, they'll give you 5 marks. So they've very nicely mentioned what will be the breakup of marks. Same goes with UG. Below 65, you will get 0. Okay. Now, if you are a postgraduate, you'll get additional marks. You'll get additional marks. These marks you will get. So if you are a CA, CFA, CS, ICWA, CMA, or FRM degree holder, or maybe an MD, MDS, Master of Surgery, which is more for medicine related people, you will get 5 additional marks. And if you have done any other PG degree, you'll get 3 additional marks. Okay, this you will get. And work experience, again, 5% weightage is given. So typically, which peaks at around 36 months. In addition to this, IIT Bombay has explicitly mentioned that they will also call more female candidates as in terms of maybe lowering a cutoff for them. Okay, this is to bring in gender diversity or gender equality, right? But they have not mentioned as such any details on it, right? So this was the initial selection criteria for getting a call for personal interview. Now this is the final selection criteria. Okay, the final call. So the CAT weightage now goes to 42.5 and PI weightage is 42.5. 5% goes to your undergraduate degree, work experience 5%, extracurricular 3%, and your postgraduate degree 2%. Whether it is PG1 or PG2. PG1 is, if we have seen here, your CA, CFA, CS, all these things, and PG2 means any other degree, right? So the maximum weightage still happens to be with your CAT score and personal interview. Yes, your marks matters. Yes, your work ex matters, but not to a very large extent. To a very, very large extent, your CAT score matters. Your PI performance matters. Okay, so please pay full attention to them. So again, I was able to get the 22-24 batch placement statistics here. The highest CTC is 72 lakhs. Average is around 28 lakhs. The average female CTC, if we see here, is around 29.3, which obviously means it is higher than the male CTC. Because if the total average is less than the female average, that simply means that male average is even lower than that, which again is a good sign. Median CTC around 26.73 lakh. 47% students got PPO. So if we take a 250 student batch, so that means somewhere around I guess around 120 students got PPO, which is a very good rate. 48 companies in totality. So this is also a very good thing, that on an average company take 5 to 6 students on an average, okay, which shows the company's confidence in the students of this college, right? And PPO average CTC is around 30 lakhs. In terms of summer internship, 5 lakh is the highest stipend with an average of 2.92, median at around 3 lakh. So 45 companies came for summer internships, 28% got offers above 3.5 lakh. All right, so that's it from our side. If you have any question, any query, okay. Harshit has asked about the cutoff. So Harshit, if you are asking for the symbiosis SIBM, so in terms of typically, I think they this year they called at students at around 99.1 percentile for interviews initially. This is what I heard. Maybe they have called lower than that also. In terms of IIT Mumbai, if you ask me, the IITs typically declare what will be the cutoff every year, and this year also they will declare. And the good thing about IITs is that they usually the forms come after CAT, right? Typically in January for IIT Bombay, and that is where they will also give us the cutoff. But you can take it at around 95 percentile level. Around, okay, it can go maybe a bit lower or higher as well, but it's usually around 95 percentile level. Yeah. Okay, so any other query from any student? All right, then we'll end this session here. So if you guys have any query, you are free to contact us, right? And we'll meet you in the next session. Thank you, and all the best for all your competitive exams coming ahead. We'll very soon be having the CAT, the largest B school entrance exam for the year, and all the very best to all of you.